We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. That is guest co-host Wendy Talbin. Thank you for joining us on episode 90.
Thank you.
Every once in a while on this show in the last couple of years that we've been doing it, we have tragic events that happen in this country, and I have to go on air the next day. And I think that doing the show, I've learned that you have a responsibility. We talk with a lot of amazing guests, and we have a lot of fun. But I think we also have a responsibility on this show to talk about things that are important and to make mention of them. And today, before we begin the show, I would like to have 27 seconds of radio silence for the 27 victims in Newton, Connecticut yesterday, beginning now.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin, that's guest co-host Wendy Talbin.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for joining us on episode 90 of La La Land. This is the only nationally broadcast show by Los Angeles artists about Los Angeles artists.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. We've got an exciting day.
We sure do.
Yeah.
We sure do. You are guest co-host and co-host finalist number 4 joining us.
Number 4. Lucky number 4.
Yes.
All right.
And we've got a little clap.
Applause.
We'll do a little applause there.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And we're going to get to, we have a jam-packed show. We're going to get to our 4 amazing guests in just a moment. But before we do that, I wanted to talk to you a little bit, Wendy.
Okay.
So you are co-host finalist number 4, and
I am.
people are going to go on beginning December 23rd and vote for one of our 5 finalists, and we're having each finalist in to guest co-host an episode over the last 5 weeks. And I guess I will just ask you what I asked them. What would make you a great co-host? Why would you like to co-host La La Land?
Well, I definitely bring energy to everywhere I walk into. People, I'm known as I smile all the time, which I pretty much do. But I love talking to people. I love meeting people. I love finding out about people. I pretty much got somebody's mini life story in Starbucks before I got here this morning. I will pretty talk to anybody who will talk to me. So even nice. Dogs, I'll talk to dogs too. My dog wanted to come and help co-host, but he was lounging in bed.
Oh,
but
you would have been welcome.
I know. Brinkley made it into the video submission. He couldn't help himself.
I saw that.
Yes.
Cool.
He made a guest star appearance.
Yes.
But I love arts in LA. I'm an actor. I love theater in LA, and what I love about the show is that it really highlights and showcases artists that maybe people don't know about and should know about. Mm-hmm. And a lot of behind the scenes people that people don't know about that are really important, that make what goes in front of the scene happen. And
so you want to talk to some people about some entertainment?
Yes, I want to talk to some people about some entertainment. Yeah.
And you, of course, have a background in entertainment yourself.
I do.
Is that right?
I do. I've done a few things. I'm actually right now rehearsing for a new show, the world premiere of. Has anybody here seen Roy at Theater Palisades?
I know that theater.
You do?
I do.
A thing or two I've heard that maybe you do something with the marketing there.
I might do the marketing there, yeah.
Okay.
It's a great show.
Headphones.
The headphones are wrong.
Oh.
Oh, you got them flipped inside out. There we go.
Oh, wow. It feels really different like this. Okay. That was kind of
Nice.
fun. Okay, see, and welcome to my world. That's very typical of a day in the life of Wendy.
Perfect.
So now you've all gotten a taste of my personality for sure.
That's a good way of showing people. Nice.
But I'm sure I did not plan that.
But you're doing Roy?
I'm doing Roy. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Good.
It's a great cast. The writing is so snappy. It's a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's an original script. Theater Palisades hasn't done an original script in I don't know how long. So it's really exciting, and the role I'm playing is very opposite me.
Yes.
I play a very deadpan, very ironic, kind of cynical character. And I'm 180 from that. So it's definitely come with a platter of challenges, but I'm taking it on.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Where can
Yeah.
people find out about Wendy Taubman if they want to, look you up on the IMDb?
I'm on IMDb. I'm
Okay.
also on Twitter at NYC Wendy Girl, because I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Very nice.
And the real Brooklyn, not the trendy Brooklyn. I'm from the real Brooklyn. And I will be starting a Facebook page. My friends, I actually started one for a day, and the responses I got were, What's going on? Why did you do this? Oh my gosh, you finally entered the other side.
You got to do it.
But I got to do it. So I will be starting one this weekend. I had a little Facebook fiasco. I did it wrong. So I was like, no.
I got to say, I'm partial to Twitter, but
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook too.
Yeah. You got to do it. It's 2000
do it.
what?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
and speaking of Facebook, you guys can find information about La La Land on Facebook at facebook.com/La La Land Talk. How you like that for a
That's a
transition?
good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
there you
Smooth.
go.
Very smooth.
And Twitter at La La Land Talk too. And we have 4 amazing guests with us. Thank you, by the way, so
Yeah.
much for joining us.
Oh
Wendy.
my gosh,
Yeah,
it is
it's
my
gonna- we're
pleasure.
gonna have
Thank you
fun.
for having me. Yes.
Yes. And I think, are going to come back with a song. We'll just start off with a song by singer-songwriter Kirsten Trammell when we come back from the break. And after that, we're going to be talking with Michael Sanchez. There it is. And Kelly V. Dolan of NBC News Radio's KCAA. And we are also going to be having the pleasure to speak with theater director Lou Hauser.
Yay!
And if you have any questions for our amazing guests today, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. And, let's get out of here and come back. What the heck?
All right. Good idea.
We'll be back on La La Land today with Brett and Wendy Taubman on LA Talk Live.
Climbing out of the sky, a man who could fly, had a painting anyone could play. It's a comic book crush that taught you to trust. Staring out of the stands at a rock and roll band and a hero no one else could save. It was never much, but it's all that you gave. And I wonder if you wonder, or did your stars finally explode? Did the thunder pull you underneath the haze? I'm amazed, then I let go. The little minds let little things burn big old dreams with little flames, and you don't think I understand. And little holes in parachutes won't leave you falling. If they do, it's because you
Hi, this is Susie Pruden. And yes, you've seen me on Oprah, Good Morning America, and The Today Show. And I'm inviting you to join me every Monday from 3 to 4 for my new show, Mastermind Live. Join us as we introduce you to the new thought leaders of the world who will inspire you, support you, and guide you to your next level. So don't forget to tune into Mastermind Live exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey everybody, this is Richard Carr inviting you to join me in the radio boardroom for the new Entrepreneurs Weekly Summit in my all-new day and time. That's right, the new Entrepreneurs Weekly Summit is moving to Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. So don't forget, the new Entrepreneurs Weekly Summit, now Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific, exclusively here on LA Talk Live, where it's more than just talk. We'll see you there.
Hey, this your girl, Paris, straight from the Cousins, and you can join us every Monday at 8 p.m. here live, bringing you some great entertainment for those ears, exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
All artists, please send your music to me, your boy DJ DZ at.
Hey, are you spending your time or are you wasting your time? Well, kill some time hanging out with Michael Collier, Brooks Jackson, and the whole crew at the Michael Collier Morning Show. I Get Up Late. That's every Tuesday, 3 until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you don't know what that is, you better get on the internet and look it up. And while you're there, go to latalklive.com and check me out.
Hi, this is Demetrius.
And I'm AJ, inviting you to join us every Tuesday at 5:30 for our all-new show, Real Talk with Demetrius and AJ.
We are your alternative to mainstream media's non-discussion of the real issues. No more sound bites, no more talking points, just real talk.
The guests on our show will include a wide array of people from all walks of life, elected officials, politically active celebrities, young leaders, and most importantly, you will all be included in this dialogue that is sure to be provocative and real.
So don't forget to tune in and listen to Real Talk with Demetrius and AJ every Tuesday at 5:30, exclusively on LA Talk
Live. She said I'm fine, okay, cover up the trembling hat. It's indecision when you know you ain't got nothing left.
Trying to make sure I put them on the right way.
No, this is the right way. This is Kirsten Chamel with I'm So in Love with You.
When you leave in the morning, can you leave me a note? Can you tell me you love me? I almost forgot. And when you get back this evening, will you bring me a rose? Could you come in and hug me? like a lifetime since we had it all. And when you wait for that moment to see me again, what keeps you waiting? It's all in your hands, and I can't live without you. You know it's true. So why do we fight after dark into the light? Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm so in love with you. Oh, I'm so in love with you. So don't wait for tomorrow, and don't hesitate. When you live for the moment, it's never too late. And if you wanna move forward, stop looking back. I'm gonna tell you I love you. Please don't forget that I live for you. You know it's true. And we don't need to fight no more. After dark, into the light. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm so in love with you. Oh, yeah, I'm so in love with you.
Singer-songwriter.
I'm in love with you. I'm a little in love with her.
Singer-songwriter Kirsten Trammell. We are going to be back to talk with you a little bit more a little later on in the show. But for information on Kirsten, you can go to KirstenTrammell.com. KERSTINTRIMMEL. We're going to take a break for 30 seconds just to adjust the cameras real quick. We'll be back on La La Land on LA Talk Live.
Yes, something I was thinking of everyone.
One, two, three, oh.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. That's guest co-host Wendy Talbot.
Hello. I'm having a blast.
Are you serious?
I know this is fabulous.
Woo! Look at that.
Like why? Like who
Beautiful.
wouldn't?
I love this.
This is great.
Guys, we have amazing guests, 4 of them today, and if you have any questions for them, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. I should mention how it works. If you call, you just gonna go ahead and have to hang on. Yeah, just hang on. You'll hear the show in your ears, and just hang on, and we'll get to you because we don't have screeners on this particular show.
This is a curious thing. You first said 1. I don't think people need to dial 1 anymore. It's so strange.
Because I started to say 1-800 because I started to say the phone number for the other place, and then realized I need to say 323.
But it's kind of funny. 1 used to be you had to dial 1 to get anywhere in
Although
this
for
world.
international, it's very necessary, and
Yes.
I believe this is an international show as well, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true.
Good
we're heard in
point,
London
Aaron.
as well. I
That's
mean,
right.
you got to tell them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of London, let's introduce our amazing guest once again.
Yeah, they're very British.
We're very London-esque.
Good day, Mike. Oh wait, that's
That's a horrible Australian accent. I love
Awkwardly
Australian
transition. I
accent.
don't know how London relates to our guests, but we'll find
We'll
out,
make
I
it
guess.
work.
Yeah. Aaron Michael Sanchez and Kelly V. Dolan of NBC News Radio, KCAA. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Yeah. Thank you to all the audience. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, thank you.
How do I host a talk show?
You
Because
take
you
a
shoot
shot.
through it all the time.
a shot of vodka before,
right.
a shot after, and you're all
it a
good.
No, you know what? This one just Starbucks. It's all about Starbucks.
This is true.
You talk to her on the phone anywhere. She's like, "Hold on, I'm getting frappuccino, mocha, hold the cream, extra soy."
I think I saw you there this morning. I
Believe
think it was
it.
like 30 people there.
That's right. You know what, Sherman Oaks, were you there?
Well, no, but I do.
Okay. Well, you know what? 30 people at a Starbucks, that's kind of, all the time that happens.
Yeah.
Starbucks is getting a lot of free publicity. If you want to give us a sponsorship,
What is it, The
Starbucks.
Voice?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
And Kelly and Aaron, of course, host Live with Aaron and Kelly every Thursday on KCAA.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the show.
We've been 6 months now?
Yeah,
Or-
a little over 6 months now, and I think we've done a few things before together as far as pilots and stuff. And Aaron actually approached me and said, "Hey, I have this great opportunity to do a radio show. Do you want to co-host it with me?" And I'm actually an actress, so I do quite a bit of auditioning and work during the week.
I have to admit, I was wondering if it was going to work out because of that.
Yeah.
This girl's so busy. Like I said, either she's at Starbucks or she's at an audition,
audition,
or she's
working.
working something. She's producing her own stuff. So, but I was surprised she said yes.
Yeah.
And it's been great ever since.
Yeah, it's been a great time. And our format is kind of entertainment meets entrepreneurs, E to E. That's kind of what we've come up with. And we talk to directors, producers, actors, and then we talk about like techie stuff, like how to build your business, apps on the iPhone. Because
fabulous.
Yeah, anybody in the entertainment industry can use it as well as just anyone trying to build a business. And we are in that society where so many people are, going after their passion and they're starting their own thing. So.
And even right now, of course, sometimes people are thinking, well, why would I want to start a business? But, some of the
kind of the best time to do
some of the
it.
biggest companies started at a downtime. So if you can do it now, you can do it anytime, right?
Exactly.
Very true. So you have entertainers, you have entrepreneurs on your show.
Yeah.
Any particular guest that sticks out in your mind? You got a fun story
yes.
for us? Or?
What about you?
Emilio.
Rivera?
Yeah, definitely.
he was
From
awesome.
Sons of Anarchy, Emilio Rivera. He was fantastic.
He was fantastic during and after because
Yeah.
he really,
He stayed with us, and we spoke just about his life, how he grew up, and things of that nature, and
the
how
horrible
he's
things he went through and how he's had to transform
and
himself.
and how he's also an example now to so many young people in the streets right now, just how you can, if you make the choice, you can kind of turn it around. And just a really cool guy, real cool guy. And we recently interviewed Howie Mandel, which was cool. We had a over the phone interview with
saw
him.
that one.
Yeah. And the over the phone stuff is kind of new for me. My background comes from doing red carpet hosting, so then doing radio, now the over the phone interviews.
It's hard when you got to listen to
I
them
am
and
I
not
like to
their
see you. I
visual
like
cues.
to see you. You know what I mean? I like to connect. I like to have fun. So
those are always interesting. But Howie was great, and we've had some fun people on the show.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I noticed that on the over the phone thing too. We've had one guest over the phone since I've been here, and it's fine, but it's a little bit different.
It is. It's a lot of getting used to. You don't want to talk over them because, of course, then you can't hear them. They can't hear you. But going back to who we have, like next week we have Clifton Collins Jr., which everybody's talking about Pacific Rim right now, right?
Yeah.
Well, he talked about his time with Guillermo del Toro and how Guillermo came to him, and he actually said. He was jokingly. He said, "Well, no, I let me think about it." And
when Guillermo came over and said, "Oh, I've got this great role for you, and I've added lines and stuff," and Clifton was like, "Well, let me think about it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And then and he talks about J.J. Abrams contacting him. So Clifton is a pretty connected guy, but his interview was great. And another thing that I think I really love that we have in our show is we play games with people. We'll do Taboo, and it's so fun to just kind of get to see people's personalities when you're playing games versus just doing straight interviews sometimes.
Yeah.
So I kind of look forward to
I
that
think you
part
get
of
the
the
real
show.
them at that point.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You play Taboo during the show?
We do.
Well,
If there's time.
Hold on. There's two different types of the taboo is
Sounds fun.
see, taboo is like what you should have talked about. What? You're gonna
No, go ahead.
Yeah, do taboo here.
We are ready. I am Taboo
It's on your
champion.
iPhone.
I am queen. Oh yes. I look forward to it. I'm always like, can we
She is
play?
pretty good.
I don't even want to ask them about
She's a
their
great
career.
cheater. She's a great cheater.
I am a fantastic
You
cheater.
act things out, right? Is that the one?
Yeah. Well, you have the one word that you
Not
try to
really.
get somebody to guess.
Yeah.
And then there's 5 words underneath it that you can't say. But I
Wait,
use
here's the trick at taboo. Use Spanish.
Oh, yes.
Like if you can't say the word, just say it in Spanish.
yeah.
Technically,
Like if
that's
it's
okay.
water, I'll say agua.
That's actually true. That's not cheating.
Yeah.
Well, they never said. We never specified a
I'm gonna
language.
take her to Vegas to see what kind of what else she could get away with.
I did not.
Well,
say-
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Agua stays in Vegas.
I bet you didn't bet you would be talking about Taboo during this interview.
I'm telling you, the surprises just keep coming. This is fabulous.
I love
You know
it.
what I'm doing tonight? I'm playing Taboo and washing my hair.
Yeah.
It's like a good Saturday night for me.
So washing your hair is a great.
Yeah,
Saturday.
well, that's how I spend most Saturday nights and
I hear you
Fridays
cut
and
your hair.
Sundays too.
I hear you cut your hair.
Oh, I did. I cut it for Mad Men. I went to the Mad Men set yesterday.
Oh,
and they
how
cut it.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
kinda
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very
Did you hear
cool.
about? Did you hear about how I shaved this morning too?
I don't know if I want to know.
That was my face. Come on.
I don't know. Your legs, your unmentionables.
I did leave myself open for that one, didn't I?
it's very taboo.
Me and Wendy kind of gave each other a look like, that's not something that men normally
I'm not
notice. Yeah.
Y'all are terrible. Face.
I didn't even go there, you guys.
This is a family show.
Bring it back.
Although apparently you can curse
is
on this
it?
show. I don't know.
You can't wait. Hold on. You can curse on this show?
You can.
Oh no, you just like
The
Kelly like.
floodgates are now open. No, I will be here, but we're not allowed to curse. And our very first show that we had,
Oh, God.
we had Richard Iniguez
Yeah.
come on our show. It was our first show ever, and yes, he dropped
S-bomb.
the S-bomb,
Yes.
and we're like, oh yeah.
Same at
I can say it.
our other station. We couldn't curse, and people would drop it, and it was tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that you both. I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
No, I'm just listening very intently. I find it fascinating that they're cursing.
They don't strike me as cursors, do they?
They don't.
I don't.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. No, I don't
seems so
curse.
innocent. So, but I'm sure you've learned the last couple of years that doing this radio thing is a lot more than just sitting in front of a microphone and talking
Absolutely.
to people. There's so much that goes into it and research and things like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of the things
All
that you
of
both
that
learned?
stuff I do not do. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
You know, it's just coordinating with who's going to be on next, and then especially you have it all down right, and somebody cancels because they get an audition or they get a movie role or something. So yeah, I mean, it takes at least 2 weeks prior, if not more, to get that, and then of course everybody wants to be interviewed the day before, so then everybody comes at that time, and you got to juggle everybody around. So yeah, I mean, it has its issues. Thankfully we've never gone without a guest. We've always been able to get even last minute guests, and I have to admit, some of the best interviews are the ones that are last minute. Just happen.
Interesting.
So.
And I think the fact that our show is live, there's a little bit of pressure there because, if something goes wrong, it's kind of like you're put in the hot seat to kind of keep everything cool. So it's very interesting, like, who's got the poker face and who struggles with the poker face, and
Okay,
and
I
we go
struggle
back,
with the poker
we
face.
go back and forth with it. But the thing about Aaron, I will say, and we recently did like a live audience taping, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so we're in front of all these people, all these cameras, and something goes wrong with the sound, and of course I'm, it's like, oh, whatever, and this one completely just took over. I was like, and that's the beauty about having a really good co-host,
Right.
because when you aren't there, and maybe something happens and you're not able to, control that calmness in the hot seat, it's nice when your co-host can. Because I think a lot of times you get a little frustrated because he's dealing with a lot more.
I usually do.
And I'll just like, hey, it's a party, keep it moving.
She does, yeah.
But I will say the last time when we were at Park La Brea in Hollywood, when we did the live audience, he really took control. And so thank you for that, Aaron.
Oh, you're welcome. But that comes back to theater. Like it's funny. Without an audience, I get flustered. With an audience, I remember you're always on. So it's one of those things. Again, having theater and just doing this whole thing, as the show has to go on.
Yeah.
No matter what. Unless you're cut off the air, then
Well, then the show is not.
Then it's gone.
Yeah.
Very true. You got to keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
So you find a magic lamp on the beach and then rub it, and Genie comes out and he says, "I can give you anything that you want in 5 years with Live with Aaron and Kelly. Where would you like to see it go?"
Network.
National television, yeah.
Yeah, network national. And international.
International, yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
London.
Oh, it all comes back to London.
Australian.
Oh.
Our accents are off.
I didn't have my Starbucks today.
I can see that happening. And clearly financial reasons, but why else would you like to see your show go national?
Oh, did you say financial reasons?
Well, I mean, that's in there.
That's not. I have to say that's not the financial for me, at least. It's not that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't mind it because then I'd be lying. But I think we really have a good time with our audience, and I really think we care about our artists. Me coming from an acting and dancing background where I've toured with the cream of the crop as far as artists. I've been around people. I really, really respect their privacy. I respect their life. So when I go into an interview, I really do want to just have fun with them, and whatever it is that they want to talk about, I want to give them that freedom. And oftentimes when you make people comfortable, they're much more likely to open up to you. And I just think that we have a lot of fun on our show, and we give a perspective where I won't put your business out there, but I'm single, and you have a man's perspective, a female's perspective, and I just think you don't see too much of that out there right now. You see most hosts that are either married or in a relationship by the time you get to be our age, or things of that nature. And I just think it's something different. We have a lot of fun, and so I think it would be great to be in front of a national or international audience.
Well,
I second that. Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell you guys are having fun. I watched several YouTube episodes. They're also on YouTube.
Yes.
So give us a little thing about how to find you on YouTube.
You can find us on
Pretty
YouTube.
easy.
Yeah, just put in Live with Aaron and Kelly. You'll find us. We have a couple channels. It starts off with one channel, which is Networks NETWORX21. Everybody goes, well, why is it that? Well, that was the one that I signed up when I first got it. I didn't think we were going to have a talk show down the line. We just were putting our clips up, but we just hit 500,000 views.
You guys are doing amazing.
well.
When I looked
Thank
you up
you.
on Twitter, you have like 40,000 followers on Twitter. That's like amazing. And you have, I forgot the number, but it was many.
I forgot too.
70.
77,000 as of today.
I forgot the number 77.
I forgot that it was 77,000.
No, but
you
got
another one.
but again, it goes out to you. Got to reach out, and then other people reach out to you, and people find us. Just because of the people that we interview, and then they stick with us, thankfully. And that's what we all want. We want to be able to give back to people that they like to see these people out on. Because let's face it. I wanted to do a business show, but the reality is nobody wants to talk about business or just sit there, and they want to get away from that. They want to get away, and that's why we go to the movies. We don't go because we want to learn something. We go because we want to fantasize about something. Some of the best movies are fantasy. It helps us escape. So hey, that's what we try to do.
Definitely. And I would say, just with my background, I love comedy, and I my first time going to a comedy club, I saw Chris Tucker actually get up and do comedy in Los Angeles, and I saw the reaction of the crowd, and I was like, wow. I'm like, this is so therapeutic. Like, people get to sit back and laugh, and what an awesome job that they have as comedians. And it's like the same thing. That's why I'm always like saying to Aaron, like, well, how can we make this funny? How can we make this fun for people to enjoy? I would definitely say we're more on the fun, lighthearted side of a talk show. We don't get, we will have our serious moments. Like, of course, if something happens, just like what happened recently in Connecticut, and our prayers go out to those families. And it's really our obligation to be strong for them and send them positive, peaceful prayers at this time. But for the most part, we do really try to keep it lighthearted.
What do you do when you have a guest who is challenging? They're just not giving you much.
None of them are challenging. No, you know what? I think that goes back to our. I know I've had that. Yeah, I've had that, and it goes back to our background. I mean, we met on the red carpet. I met her because I was doing interviews, and I met her on the red carpet. She was saying, "Oh, I'm doing some talk show or something," and
I had just done. I was an actress on a kids show, Hip Hop Harry, and so it was around the holiday season, and we were at a toy drive, and I was walking the red carpet, and Aaron started interviewing me, and at that time I had shot a dance pilot where I was hosting. So he was asking me, "Oh, what are you doing?" and all the questions, and then we exchanged information afterwards, and I wanted that footage. And I hounded him because it was a good interview. He gave me a really good interview, and I wanted that footage. And then,
but the footage has me saying, "Well, then you need me to help you pick it up."
Yeah, basically, and that pilot did not get picked up. The pilot didn't.
But we've gotten,
which I've yelled at him since then. I'm like, "You jinxed me!"
Yeah, but going back to your question, I find that when you start going, you get a little bit personal. You go, with the family, and you're bringing them back to reality of, some people don't give you enough because either they're nervous, so you make them nervous by helping them laugh or laughing with them. Make them nervous? Well, no, I mean, some actors are nervous.
Some actors do not like to do. Yeah, they do not like to do. I think our background is the red carpet. Yes. So when you're on the red carpet, sometimes you're interviewing people you don't even know.
Right.
There's often these new music artists, and there's these new actors.
And I mean, they've done 2
things on television, and I mean, there's just no way to keep up with everybody. So it's just that improv skill to make them feel comfortable, and to, sometimes you have to ask generic questions to find out who they are. But if it's somebody like Emilio Rivera who comes on your show and you're very familiar with Sons of Anarchy, he was actually not, he's not the most bubbly guy. He's actually very serious and, kind of one-word answers. But I think when you start getting the conversation going, and if you can relate to somebody, they can feel that, and you can kind of feel their energy.
And then there's some that you won't, no matter what, you won't get. But those are funny interviews, you know? I mean, Dick Clark's known for his interview with Prince, when he said like one word, he's known for that. So, I welcome it either way.
Yeah.
I think it's great because it's really nice to hear these people's backgrounds. It makes us relate to them as people.
Right.
And like, I think like you were saying about your guest who you got to know where he came from.
Yeah.
And it's an inspiration to other people, and it really lets you know that it can happen for you.
Yeah,
definitely.
And thank you so much for having your show. Thursdays
on
KCAA.
For having us on.
Yeah. Thursdays live with Aaron and Kelly, KCAA 1050.
You got it right.
I got it right.
That's a mouthful. Thank you.
Where can people find information, other links, things like that?
You definitely want to follow Kelly at Kelly V. Dolan, either on Facebook or Twitter. You can follow me as well, Aaron M. Sanchez on Facebook, Twitter. I just got Pinstagram or what's it called? Pinterest.
Pinterest.
I just combined Pinstagram.
You married them.
Hey, that should probably be the next marriage. I'm just saying.
It probably would last longer than
Pinterest. Pinterest. Oh yeah,
it's like
Pinterest.
Add a P on interest, right? Pinterest?
Yeah, Pinterest. There
I
you
like
go.
that you called it Pinstagram.
I just got it and started to toy with it.
I'm going to start a company called
What is Pinterest?
Instagram.
I keep
That's
hearing
great.
about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cool like a scrapbook.
Are you
thing
guys
that
on
you can learn a lot of
Pinterest?
things. They will be now because I'm going to promote it.
Okay.
So much.
I just learned how to promote, so you guys got to do that. So I'm on Pinterest, Aaron M. Sanchez.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
He's like, I'm not getting on that.
Oh no! I better put it on my list. Join Pinterest.
Actually, yeah. Another confession. I did actually try Pinterest for a couple days. It's interesting.
You have to learn how to use it as a marketer, though. So that's what I do. I do everything in marketing wise. So it's a great.
Yeah. It's the business.
If you want to get your information
Yeah.
out there, again, you got to push your stuff out there and have other people share their interest with others.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for sharing your interest with us.
Thank you.
Aaron M. Sanchez and Kelly V. Dolan of Live with Aaron and Kelly on KCAA 1050 every Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with Los Angeles Theater Director Lou Hauser. If you have any questions for Lou, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. The person that just called and hung up, call back and hang on.
Stop prank calling us.
We'll be back on La La Land on LA Talk Live.
A little shoeshine boy never gets low down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of a dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes, how'd he keep from getting the blues? He grinned as I raised his little head, he popped a shoeshine rag and then he said, get a rhythm.
Season's greetings. This is Richard Carr, station manager at LA Talk Live, and I just wanted to take a moment out to thank all of our listeners out there who helped to make LA Talk Live the internet's newest and hottest destination for beautiful music and invigorating talk. And I wanted to send out my heartfelt holiday wishes to all of our listeners worldwide and wish you all the very best of holiday seasons. Here's to peace, prosperity, and good health in the new year. Thanks for listening to LA Talk Live, and thanks for your support. Happy holidays to everyone.
West Coast Stand Up, it's your boy Omar Ray, a.k.a. Shug Gotti. Forbidden Tuesdays with the Gems, 9 p.m. LA Talk Live. Let's get it.
Hi, this is Dr. Levi, your fitness doctor, making a personal house call, inviting you to join me Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific for my all-new show, The Dr. Levi Show. Join us as we discuss fitness, health, and well-being, including emotional and spiritual health. So don't forget to tune in to The Dr. Levi Show every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, exclusively on latalklive.com and the Talk Live Broadcast Network. You can also catch us on iTunes, Radio R&B, or watch us on Ustream.tv, or catch us on the Live 365 network, and now on Radio Flag and Stitcher Radio. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. That's guest co-host Wendy Taubman. If you have any questions for our amazing guest today, Los Angeles Theater Director Lou Hauser, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. I still have to look at the poster to remember the phone number. It's been 6 weeks. I know. You got me. Theater Director Lou Hauser, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Lou, I've known you for a long time. I've been wanting to have you as a guest for quite a while.
Yes.
You are a very, very seasoned theater director in Los Angeles.
Thank you. I've directed you.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Tell us a little bit about how you got started in directing.
Oh, it's basically how I got started in theater.
Okay.
I wanted to direct since I started theater. And it all happened in junior high school, actually. I was my usual daily beat-up session.
Nice.
And one of the teachers pulled the bully off me, and it turned out to be the guy who was going to be my English teacher. And went to English class that day and saw, oh, my God, it's the same guy. And he had us get up and introduce ourselves in the class. And he saw something in me, I guess, because I was a music major at that time. And he said, I'm the theater arts teacher, and I think you should change your major to theater arts. So they called my parents down and went to my counselor's office and changed my major, and he was right.
All right.
And from the moment I entered the class, I liked to act, but I immediately started picking things apart in various scenes. And he saw that, and he said, let's lean you a little bit more towards the directing end of things.
Okay.
And so, but in junior high, that's kind of hard. But he always gave me these little antidotes and so on and so forth. And I learned a lot from him. He's the man that pointed me in that path.
Good for
That
him.
is amazing.
Yes.
Los Angeles is very happy
Yeah.
he pointed
And
you
good
in
for
that
the
direction.
teachers.
And because of him, school, high school, and college theater courses were easy for me because of the discipline I learned from him.
Well, what's a thing that's funny about you is I think you're just an encyclopedia of musical theater knowledge. It's just, I mean, you can honestly name a random musical theater show, and this guy will tell you the entire cast.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
He get along with my uncle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Babes in Toyland, the Variety Arts Theater, 1903.
Look at this.
Do you have a favorite musical?
Do I have a favorite musical? I kind of do. It was actually the first musical I ever heard, and it was Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
Oh, wow.
I still think that is one of the most beautiful musicals ever written.
You know what? Okay, now people like to give that musical a hard time because of the abuse that takes place in it and all that.
Duh.
I think it's one of the most beautiful musicals ever written.
And it is so open for directors to do things new with it. I mean, director Sam Mendes a few years ago did an amazing production of Carousel.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He did an absolutely phenomenal production of it. Multi-ethnic cast.
Oh, I love that.
And it worked. It worked. It was absolutely gorgeous. And he used that entire score. He said, no matter what I do, I'm going to use that entire score.
Well, they say that the soliloquy was the first time in history, in theater history, that a character went from A to B during the course of an internal monologue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's really
Oscar
historical
Hammerstein
show.
was known for changing the face of musical theater because he did it in 1927 with Showboat.
Yes.
That was the
I love
first
Showboat.
musical to actually have a book that integrated story rather than as a setup for songs. So
Incredible.
Wow.
And you're directing a show right now, aren't you?
no, I'm taking a little breather.
Okay. Well, you recently.
So, but I recently got the Putnam Avenue Spelling Bee.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that.
That's going to
Where
go
can I
on
get
in-
tickets? That's all I want to know.
Well, that's going to go on in April.
It's a great
at,
question.
You can go to theaterpalisades.com.
Theater Palisades,
Yeah.
theaterpalisades.com. That will be coming up right after Wendy's show.
Right after my show.
Yeah.
Great.
25th Avenue Putnam County, or excuse me, 25th annual
Putnam
Putnam County Spelling Bee. Yes.
Cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that because that's going to be a blast.
And that's going to open on April 5th and run through May 12th. You can go to theaterpalisades.com for information on that.
It's a nice run. 6-week run.
Yes.
That is gorgeous.
And we audition like February 9th, I believe.
February 9th?
It's that Saturday. Whatever Saturday falls around February 9th. That's when we start.
I think that
That's
is
the 9th.
February 9th. Yeah.
That is the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So come out to audition, guys. Theaterpalisades.com/auditions.
Great place to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll second
Beautiful
that.
theater.
Yes.
Beautiful space.
Wendy's working there right now, as a matter
I
of fact.
am. My show opens January 18th, the day after my 21st birthday.
Oh.
You're 21 too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That's before my time. I don't know this Pinocchio you speak of.
I don't know.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite show that you've directed, Lou?
Something I have a special show, a special show for me that a few.
The one you directed me in?
Well,
Are we leaving
actually,
the witness?
that was the second
no.
time I directed You Can't Take It With You. I love that. I love doing that. That was phenomenal. But a very special show for me was I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change.
Oh, I've never seen that.
That's been all of my exes.
Yes, that was.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, that was great. And Hollywood Arms, which
Arms.
yeah, Carol Burnett's play, which Carol Burnett and
her.
Carrie Hamilton's
Love
play, which I did. The are two very special memories for me. I'm not,
Is that a musical as well?
No, that was believe it or not, a drama. That was based
Really?
on Carol Burnett's autobiography. Yeah, so it's a very serious piece. That was
She's a fascinating. What I remember watching, even though I'm only 21, I remember watching the Carol
reruns.
Burnett show. Yeah, the reruns. It was
course.
a syndication. I remember watching the Carol Burnett
Classic.
show growing up.
Classic.
Tim Conway. I mean,
my favorite.
what brilliant comedians.
Our female lead, who was 10 years old, she became a Carol Burnett fan. Her mother rented her the Carol Burnett show, and she was hooked. She was hooked.
It's awesome.
She was
timeless.
Hooked. She couldn't get enough. She couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah.
She was absolutely hooked on that show, and she still is hooked on that show.
That's amazing.
But yeah, that was those were just really standout experiences for me.
I know you act as well. I did a little research on you. What is the director also acts. What has been your favorite show to act in?
Oh my God! Well, I have to say, Requiem for a Heavyweight.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I was. I played the lead. I was Maish, the fight promoter, who bets against his own fighter, and it was a Rod Serling script.
Wow!
So who could ask for anything more? And it was just,
that's intense.
It was absolutely good. And what was great about it, it was at Theater Palisades, by the way, and Mike McCready directed that, and Carol Serling, Rod Serling's widow, is a member of the theater. So she came to a couple of rehearsals, and she gave me the greatest compliment I ever received from anybody. Opening night, I feel this tap on the shoulder. I turn around. It's Carol. This was at the party downstairs after the show. And Carol looks at me and goes, "You were my husband's concept of Maish."
Oh wow!
I just
got chills.
I just had to sit down after that. I had to sit down after that. It was like, I still get goosebumps thinking about it. It was
my
just
gosh.
Incredible experience.
It was a remarkable experience. That whole show was just a remarkable experience. The cast couldn't have been better. I mean, it was just
It got
great.
me all teary-eyed. It's so beautiful.
And did they not record this?
No, because they had a rule over there that they go by in regards to recording shows. And it's unfortunate.
At least the last one record, because you're never going to see it again.
It was just so unfortunate because it was just to me it was just everything that theater symbolizes. Why you want to be an actor, why you want to be in this business, even if you don't get paid. It was just knowing that you're up there. It was such an honor doing those words. I mean,
I can imagine,
it was
definitely.
just great. And again, great direction and just across the board, great cast. So yeah,
How rewarding.
that was it. Yeah.
That is rewarding.
Where can people find information about you if they want to get in touch? You want to give out your email on air? I don't know.
Yeah, I can give it.
I mean,
home
phone number.
Don't bother me. If you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to. It's Hauser, Hauser 4920 at roadrunner.com.
Hauser 4920.
I was going to say
roadrunner.com.
4920. What, I want to
Yeah.
know what this 4920 is all about.
I have no idea. Only Roadrunner knows. That's what they assign me.
Very nice.
Yeah. I've been with that for a long time. But yeah.
And come see the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee at Theater Palisades, directed by Lou Hauser, April 5th through May 12th.
That's going to be a blast.
Anybody need any historical information on musical theater? Let me know.
and classic film, too. You're a crazy classic film buff.
I love it.
We're going to be back with one more from Kirsten Trammell, who's being very patient over there on the other side of the room, right here on La La Land on LA Talk Live.
To Nashville, Tennessee, but you wouldn't even come around to see me. And since you're heading up to Carolina, you know I'm gonna be right there behind you, 'cause I always have to steal my kisses from you. I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. I have to steal my kisses from you. Now I love to feel that warm southern rain. Just to hear it fall is the sweetest sounding thing. And to see it fall on your simple country dress, like heaven to me, I must confess. 'Cause I always have to steal my kisses from you. I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. I always have to steal my kisses from you. Been hanging round you for days, but when I lean in, you just turn your head away. Whoa, no, you didn't mean that. She said, I love the way you think, but I hate the way you act. 'Cause I always have to steal my kisses from you. I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. I always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. I steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you. Always have to steal my kisses from you.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live, and this is Kirsten Trammell with Leave Me Alone.
Why can't you see what I see? Why don't you try what I've tried, so you can feel how I feel? It's been way too long, and I can't hold on. All these times I've cried and believed all your lies, and I didn't realize all the times I cried that I was already broken. All the stupid things you said running through my head, and suddenly I understand this is over. And now just leave me alone. Did you get all you wanted? What else do you want from me? Why can't you leave me alone? I said leave me alone. Take all you want from me. It doesn't matter to me at all if you just leave me alone. Why can't you hear what I hear? Why don't you listen when I speak? Don't you cry when I leave. It's been way too long, and I can't hold on. All these times I've cried and believed all your lies, and I didn't leave me alone. Since you got all you wanted, what else do you want from me? Why can't you leave me alone? I said leave me alone. Take all you want from me. It doesn't matter to me at all. If you just leave me alone. I said leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm better off on my own. Yes, I'm better off on my own. And now just leave me alone.
Kirsten Trammell.
That was beautiful.
On La La Land on LA Talk Live. For information on Kirsten, you can go to kirstentrammell.com. And Kirsten is a second-time guest on La La Land. Can she be heard in her mic if she talks into it? Okay. Hey,
there.
Kirsten.
Hi, Brett.
You just got back from Austria, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
You've been singing and songwriting out there? How's that been going?
I have been.
And that's been going well?
It's been going well.
Good, good. And you have a show on the 17th of January.
January in the House of Blues, Voodoo Lounge.
House of Blues Voodoo Lounge. Very nice.
tickets.
Me!
Accomplished.
Go to kirstentrammell.com, right? Is there a link on
the
there?
best way is just to send me an email, kirstentrammell@gmail.com.
It's Kirsten with Kerstin.
Yes, I should make that clear. KERSTINTRIMMEL.
That's right.
That's great.
Very nice. You wanna do one more to take us out of here?
Sure.
Kristen, I want you to audition for The Voice.
That's what I was thinking.
You're amazing.
X Factor,
You're
girl.
so soulful and so connected, and that's what makes an amazing musician in addition to the voice. Their voice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's so great.
So beautiful.
We were very lucky, my old co-host and I, to find Kirsten at the House of Blues. She was just singing and doing her thing up there on stage, and we were blown away.
She's amazing.
You know?
Blown away. God.
Yes.
Soulful. Love
Absolutely. And she works in Austria. How cool is that?
it. Wow.
Good night, Mike.
Australia. They both have an
Australian one.
We've
quite
had
a bit.
several Australians on our show, and I still can't get it right.
My favorite accent.
Yeah. I know. Austria is different than Australia.
Good job, Aaron.
I just got the geography lesson of the day.
And before we just take a head out and say goodbye, thank you so much to Aaron Sanchez and Kelly V. Dolan from NBC News Radio, KCAA 1050.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
We love your location here, by
Yes,
the way. And
we
I love
love
the Captain
it.
America thing on the
Yeah.
wall.
Fabulous.
Yes.
I love this table that you can sign.
You gotta have to sign that.
my
thing.
gosh, I
The
love
story
it.
about- I want to know, I want to read everybody's signature here.
I better get you a Starbucks pen.
And theater director, Los Angeles theater director.
Fabulous.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, two applauses.
More clap.
You deserve it.
And of course, guest co-host and actress Wendy Taubman.
Great job, girl. It's been a blast. Great job. This has been awesome.
Guys, voting
Can I put my
depends-
vote on her?
You sure can. You
Okay.
can vote for anyone you want.
I love it.
Make that 2.
Voting begins on.
Do I hear 3?
I'm in. Stacking up the votes. I like it. Voting begins at midnight on December 23rd. It runs through midnight on December 31st. So I'm going to have to remain very about my wits at midnight on New Year's so that I can make sure the votes are tabulated properly.
No lost chits, please.
No party for you. I guess I'm not partying with you.
Wendy can count them for you.
I'm really good in math. I can count them.
Oh, I bet you are.
I'm very good in math. You would not know.
Sure.
Yeah, she still thinks she's 21.
Exactly.
Clearly.
She's a genius.
Way to bring it back, Sanchez. Nice. And so each co-host's submission video and segment is going to be posted on the page at that time, and people are going to go on and like either the segment or the submission video. The total sum of those is going to be added up, and whoever has the highest total is going to be our co-host. So
Nice.
I'm completely leaving it up to the audience. I have no say in this. Nobody can be mad at me. This is up to the audience to
But they will. You do know that they will be mad at you.
Yeah, they're going to be
Regardless.
mad at me regardless.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And you can see my dog in my submission video too.
Well, you know what?
Your dog can vote.
He's really cute, wrinkly.
Way to bring in all those dog lovers.
I'm so thankful, honestly, and I'm shocked that there's 5 people out there that want to spend every Saturday here with me. But then I think about it and I go, wait, there's all these amazing artists
Why
that we're
would they
talking
not
to.
want
Who
to?
would not want to?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially on Saturday. What are you doing Saturday anyway?
Yeah.
Washing your hair and
Watching your dog
playing taboo.
It's not a bad gig coming in here every Saturday and talking to these amazing artists. We're lucky. Good stuff.
Like such great people who have such amazing things to share. I mean, my gosh, look at Lou's story. That's like fabulous, and just such bright, fun people.
And now I have
Absolutely.
plans for the next couple of months where I'm going.
Yeah.
Blues, the blues.
Oh yeah. I was like, you're going to be here every Saturday.
We're gonna hang
I
out.
didn't know either.
Nice. Yeah, that's always nice when our guests meet each other and
like
get involved with each other. That's good stuff. Okay, so next week on the show, we're going to be talking with theater professional Gadali Gubrick, and he's also a website designer. And we are going to be talking with Wanda Russell, all the way from Seattle, actress and a vocalist. A couple pretty talented people here. And our guest co-host is going to be singer-songwriter Bonnie Salutikoff. So
don't vote for her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm partial. Okay, if I come back next week, I'll vote for her too. I'm just saying.
Opinions expressed on La La Land are not representative of La La Land's affiliates and or advertisers.
I'm definitely not a singer. Lou asked me earlier if I could sing, and I looked at him with a big smile. I said, terribly. And he goes, oh, great. I said, no, terribly. Bad.
Good thing there's no singing in Roy.
You and Kelly together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with
Sing it on the road.
I am with you.
And of course, our hearts, our thoughts, our prayers go out to all the people affected in Newton, Colorado yesterday. This is not really a current event show, but when current events happen that are this important and are this tragic, they need to be spoken about. And I'm very proud that we were able to give our 27 seconds of silence at the top of the show today. You were going to say?
Thank you. No.
She's going to sing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I definitely was not going to sing. I want this to be a great Saturday for people.
Until next week, I'm Brett Chapin. That is guest host Wendy Talvin.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Vote for her.
This is La La Land. This is La La Land on LA Talk Live. We'll see you at the top.
Bye. Bye.